Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series that I am starting. So for a little bit of context, we started a hardcore server a while ago and we were playing on it, and honestly, we kind of just wanted to build in creative, and we've been working on this world, and I thought that this might be a good idea to do a series on it. So that is exactly what we're going to do here. Now this series is called Our World because I am not the only person on this. I share it with a bunch of people that you will see throughout the series, but you guys also will be a part of it too, and I'll go into that a little bit later. So for our first episode, I am going to show you guys around our world and show you kind of what we built already, because, we've done a lot of progress, but we're going to do a lot more on this new series. And another thing is there's a lot of lore for you guys to take in. So I'm going to try and explain everything that's happened so far. Some things you guys will just figure out later in the series, but I'll do my best to cover everything. Gosh, I don't even know where to start. We've kind of done a lot. I guess I'll just start on this first area. I should probably actually talk about where we started building. So we chose to build in this giant valley. We've always kind of done flat land before in other videos. If you guys look at my older streams and videos, it's all been plains biomes, and it's all kind of felt a little basic, so we thought we would change things up. So that is why we have chosen this valley, because it has a lot of unique terrain. There's just a cool sight to see. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and I guess I'll start with some of the stuff we did in survival before we changed it to creative. So this is the starter base that I did when it was survival, and there's not a ton here, but it was pretty fun to make. There's a nice little view of the world. There used to be a pig here, and then it died somehow. I was gonna name it. There's some, oh my gosh, this stuff is so dated. I haven't opened this in forever. There's a lot of loot. There's a chest room, and over here is where our furnaces are, and also where my two dogs, one dog is, and he's a good boy, and we don't talk about the other one because that is a secret for now. If we go up here, this is our second floor, which is where the armor trimming is. Now this ender chest, it's not supposed to be here, so I'll get rid of that. But we had some cool custom armor. I did change a lot of this when creative came around. And over here is where our jail is. Don't ask about this. You're gonna see these around. It is Vin Diesel. You just, yeah, I don't really know how to explain this. We go back down here. There is a railway that I built that was originally supposed to make easy travel across mountains, because there is a couple stuff on this other side of the mountain that has not been built a lot, so I actually have not really decorated this part yet. It's still how I left it when it was in survival, but it's whatever. And that is pretty much all I've done in survival so far. So from this point on, I guess I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done in creative. We go over here. This is kind of like the centerpiece of where I started everything. There's a lot of cool little structures. There's a nice pond, a cool mossy stone bridge that I made just for cool decoration. This is John Jr.'s famous pie shop, and there is a lot of lore here. If you look over here, this is John, the original villager that, owned this pie shop. And back when it was in survival, I wanted to protect these villagers, so I put an iron golem on the outside right here. His name was Terrence. And, night came around and a baby zombie got in through here and killed the villager. Oh, well, he didn't kill it, he zombified it. And then the iron golem killed the villager before I could save it. So now his son has taken place, and now there's a random third villager here. I don't know how he got there. I don't know where he came from. So he's John the Third. I still don't know what exactly to do with him yet. And it's actually turning to night, so I am going to find a bed to sleep in. I'll talk about this later, but this is the courthouse. If you remember our jail from earlier, people who commit crimes go to the jail, but you need a prison. But to go to prison, you need to be sentenced, so we have a courthouse. But I'll go in there a little bit later. Right now, we need to find a bed to sleep in. While I'm going over here, I guess we'll talk about some of the shaders and texture packs I have because, you know, this does not look like regular Minecraft. So basically, if you look at all the trees, you know, they are very red, orange, and yellow, and that is because I have a fall resource pack on, and it makes it all look really pretty, and I've had on for the past month or two, and it's just really nice. If you want to know what these shaders are, this is Complimentary Reimagined. It's also really nice, and I know it's December, so I probably should switch to my winter pack, but I think I'm gonna do that in the next episode, so you guys can just get an appreciation for this pack, because it's really pretty, and I genuinely really like it. So if we go over here, this is our grand library. Now, this is not a build I have finished. I wanted to build a really cool library, and I've built the main room, but as you can see, all of these, you know, all these doors and entrances are all gated off, and that's because I got distracted with building other things, and I just haven't gotten around to it, and I also thought it'd be fun to do for an episode in the future. So, you know, this is a really cool little area. There's a couple librarians that live here. I had to gate this off because the librarians would go up here and then they would like get lost. These ones are supposed to be up here, and they actually are in this cute little study room. So, you know, if you want to do whatever, I guess you can be up here. It's just a quiet little place. If you're wondering why a rail is here, I actually found this out in an earlier server. If you place rails down, mobs will not go over it unless you push them. And it actually is a really nice way to, one, keep certain mobs inside of stuff, but it's a nice way to keep stuff out as well. So I've been using that a lot, just, you know, because I want to. If you go over here, this is a nice little house I made out in the distance. This is where a very special man lives, and his name is Old Man Plop. Now, it's a very colorful name, I know. And he just kind of lives here in his own little place. And he has a nice cow named Pig. Look at his derpy face. And if we go down here, there is an area that I've been working on that I think will be really fun once it's done, and it is called the Labyrinth. Now, if we go down here, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, except that it's a mini game that is currently a work in progress. Now, this is going to take a while, and eventually I'll tell you guys what this is and how it works. But right now, I'm going to keep that a secret for you guys to find later. If we go over here, there's a cute little farmhouse for villagers who just kind of work with crops, and they have wheat. And the old family that used to live here, they just mysteriously vanished. I don't really know what happened to them, but they just disappeared one day. So we added a new family, and wait, are they gone again? Okay. I think this place is haunted. Okay. Well, they're gone again. I'm just gonna, yep. Yeah. No one is going to step foot in this house ever again. Now, if you look over here, it's actually slightly Christmas themed. And this is, actually, I really like this build. This is a train station. And basically, it is going to lead to a new area. It's going to be Christmas themed, and I haven't started it yet, but I want to work on that with you guys. I will say this part of the train is not my design because I've never built a train before. I will link the person that made it in the description. I forgot their name off the top of my head, but I will look into it. And then this part, I just kind of used their design and made some booths. But yeah, the rest of it I did make. And I actually have a Christmas resource pack that is intended for this area. So it's going to be really cool. I will wait to show you guys that until later. But yeah, it's just a fun little place. Now, if we go over here, this is an area that I'm not going to build just yet, but I eventually want to make a graveyard here. And we're going to have 2 new people to join said graveyard because they are now dead. But it's just, I feel like it'd be a fun thing to add here. You know, if one of our family from this world dies, we can add a grave for them. Eventually I'll work on this, but for now, I'm going to keep it as it is. And I think it's time for me to show you guys the courthouse. Okay, I don't know why it sounds like I have a lisp when I'm like talking. It's something is wrong with my microphone filters. I swear I don't have a lisp. Just please ignore it. I'll fix it in the next episode. I don't know. I don't know. So this is actually one of my favorite things about this world is the courthouse that I made. And when Halloween came out, there's a bunch of mobs that spawned with pumpkins. And why do I sound like that? I don't sound like that in real. Why? I don't have a lisp. Why does it? Oh my gosh. I sound like Mike Tyson. I don't have a lisp. I need to fix this. I'm so sorry. So for the most part, I've mostly just been talking this episode, but every episode I want to do something and build something with you guys. So now we're gonna go on to that building part. The first thing I want to build with you guys is a to-do room. Now, I have a to-do list of all the stuff I want to do with you guys for like series and episodes, but I think it'd be much cooler if we set up a board and a room into the mountainside. I experimented with some ideas and to build stuff, and now I'm going to go to a time lapse of me building the entrance right now. Okay, I think that we have a pretty nice front. I mean, this looks pretty good. I decided to touch up this part a little bit. I still need to do some finishing touches on this little tunnel thing because this looks a little bland and a little weird, but I added some like tuff and cobblestone, mossy cobblestone to make this almost seem like it was like a rock, like a moss covered rock. And we just have to build in here and make the actual room, but I am really liking how this looks. I mean, this just looks complete. I love this. I went for the primary colors here. I just thought that'd be a cool little touch. And I guess now we should start working on the main room. I'll see you guys in the next time lapse. And with that, I think that this is done. I really like how this looks. I came up with a couple designs, but when I, finished it, I did change it up a bit. I really like how this looks. I think I'm eventually gonna add some stuff here, maybe like a hallway or something, maybe like a trophy room. I don't know, but what was that? I don't know if my microphone picked it up, but like, I think a bird just body slammed my window. That actually scared me. That really scared me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if my microphone picked that up, but okay. Awesome outro, I guess. Yeah, I'm still new to this, so I'm gonna grow with you guys as we do the series and progress along the way. And I think that this to-do room, or the progress room, I think I'm gonna call it now, I think that this is a really fun thing, and I will probably add on to it later. This is probably not the finished product, but for now, I am really enjoying how this looks. Man, just look at that. Whoa. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That's crazy. And I guess with that, I will end things here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my first ever episode of this lovely server, and I will definitely do more. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.